Heath, this is Anne, my name's James, and we're the IoT pioneers. And we come from Newcastle, and we're here to talk to you about traffic. I understand the humour behind that. Up in Newcastle, we've got this area called Hexham. All the traffic going to the north coast goes through Hexham. If there's an accident in Hexham, it causes a 45-minute build-up, which is very frustrating. And like I said, I'm in Sydney, you guys get traffic too. Melbourne gets traffic, all cities get traffic, they'll only get more traffic, which means more accidents. So we decided that we need to come up with a solution. Let's talk a bit more about traffic first. When we're talking about non-recurring incidents, people place a higher value on the time that they're going to arrive somewhere over how long it takes to get there. They're comfortable traveling for 2 hours as long as they know they're going to get there on time. Non-recurring incidents cause 60% of all traffic congestion, and it's estimated to be a $20 billion cost to Australia in 2020. So what we're talking about here is the unknown unknown. We know a traffic incident is going to happen. We don't know where it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. We just know that we can't monitor it because the infrastructure is fixed, because we don't know where to put it. So we've come up with a solution, which is the all-seeing eye, or ACE. The all-seeing eye is mounted on the back of a police motorcycle. It is a camera, 360-degree camera on a telescopic pole. It offers 360-degree view, has a loudspeaker, radio interrupt, can detect traffic flow. So here's what happens. We've got Officer Heath here. He's on his motorcycle. Somebody dials 000. He says he's going to be the first responder. The ACE gets turned on, detects all traffic leading up to the incident. Then when he gets there, he parks the motorcycle, the telescopic arm comes up, immediately 360-degree view of the incident, and that image then gets shown at the TMC, the Traffic Management Center. So what we're offering is the cloud-based solution. We've got the all-seeing eye. It broadcasts the image through the cloud to the TMC, and they're then able to take messages back to the all-seeing eye to be broadcast through its loudspeakers and the radio interrupt. So something along the lines of, drivers, incident ahead. The authorities are on site. Please stay calm. This is what it would look like at the TMC. You've got the accident, you've got where it's happened, and any necessary vitals. So our business plan, IoT Pioneers, will offer a cloud-based solution. We'll also offer the hardware free of charge. And our clients will include Transport New South Wales, incident response providers, and we plan on doing a licensing fee of $1,000 per year. Moving forward, oh geez, that's embarrassing. So, first off, we want to establish a partnership with Transport for New South Wales. We then need to refine our requirements. We've got a further 3 months to build the hardware and software, and then from there, we've got a total of 12 months until standard usage in Sydney. Beyond 12 months, we can then roll out national and international usage. Roadmap of future benefits, we plan on incorporating drone technology, deploy robotic jacks to actually move the vehicle off the road, assist in forensic gathering, and a display of other options. This is what we're trying to achieve. We believe the first step to achieving free-flowing traffic is that when there's a traffic incident, to improve communications between first responders and the people who make the decisions. Thank you very much. What do I do with 6 seconds?
Thank you, IoT Pioneers, with 6 seconds to spare. Questions from our judges, please.
Okay, good job. Validation. So how do you know this is going to work? So have you spoken to your buddies who are traffic cops, or are you guys traffic cops, or what?
We are not traffic cops.
So the conversation primarily was with Transport for New South Wales representatives. Thank you. Primarily with Transport for New South Wales representatives who told us they're not the first responders, but they're the ones in charge of ensuring traffic gets flowing again and coordinating the exchange of information between those first responders and all the other parties that are necessary to get traffic flowing again. And their difficulty is that they've got a whole heap of fixed infrastructure that gives them a lot of visibility in certain locations, but they have blind spots. And so for them, they've got first responders on the scene trying to attend to emergency situations, and they're trying to get a look in, understanding what's going on, and they just can't split the role between those important roles.
Fantastic. I like so much of what you've got there. The fact base to start off with, 60% unknown unknowns. It really is a piss-off factor for so many of us when you do get stuck in a traffic jam. And I like the fact that you've thought forward to drones and different technologies, plus you've mocked up what the emergency services response unit would be looking at. Are there other data sources that you are thinking about weaving in even today? Is there a way that citizens and user-generated content could provide an even faster response and data input to what you're talking about beyond the really cool camera on the back of police bikes?
Yeah, sure. This really was a supplement to a pretty extensive network of information that Transport for New South Wales already has through the SCATS network and through the sensors on buses and whatnot. So this provides a point of presence addendum to that sort of data. So the idea of having it motorcycle mounted is that as that motorcycle is filtering through traffic to arrive at the incident, it could continue to collect useful information right at the point of interest, looking at stationary vehicles, looking at buses and other mass occupancy vehicles that are stuck in that incident, and informing the decisions that come after that.
Look, really creative and interesting solution. A great presentation. Can you have you been able to understand the relationship between providing this data and solving the problem of getting the traffic flowing again? In other words, what does this data do in order to speed up, and how much, whatever process is necessary? So we get the pain, we get that there's some more information, but what is it? How is the pain being relieved ultimately?
We're operating more on the premise that the first responder on site needs to get straight into doing their job and policing on site and getting the information to the TMC, complete situational awareness. So not asking somebody to describe what they're seeing, for them to actually see it themselves with their own eyes and go, oh, well, there's two cars smashed into each other and we need an ambulance and we need this and this and this. So they immediately know everything they need to know.
Okay, and so have you sort of quantified any of that so that you can sort of put forward a proposal of this will increase efficiency by 10 times or something like that?
So we haven't put any numbers on it, but we did get a figure from a Transport for New South Wales rep, and he said that this would be approximately 1 billion times better.
I believe it was
sounds
trillion
very,
with a T.
very great evidence.
What we sort of discussed was that if our baseline is 1 and we're trying to get to 0, this can at least get us to 0.9. It's a start to a much, much bigger network that we're hoping to introduce.
I'm going to ask kind of a stupid question, which is around this concept of point of presence. So I would have expected there's a future state where there's 360 video cameras on buses and Ubers and everything, and a whole bunch of computer vision technology that says there's a crash and this is what you do with it. This seems to be a camera that's kind of replacing what the police officer says. Can you just talk through like why that's more valuable than just the police officer sort of being there and saying what they should do?
So at the moment, the police officer has 2 jobs to do. Like they have to describe the situation to the traffic management center, and they also have to attend to the situation and sort out whatever needs to be sorted out. So that actually takes that away from them, so they can focus on their job of helping people.
So the camera completely replaces their interaction with the.
That's the
conveying
intention,
center?
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well done, guys.